Today, we will focus on the accounting software, a key element for financial management software. Let's dive into the details of this software. When this software starts, the first screen appears with the customer's logo, and in this screen, the user have to provide his username and password, and then to press the Submit. After the user enters username and password and clicks Submit button, this action opens a new screen that displays the modules based on user's access level. Only 2 modules are displayed because the user has access to these 2 modules only. Today, we will discuss accounts. To begin, we will click on the Accounts module. This opens a new screen called the Account Dashboard. The top section of the dashboard displays the current balances of bank accounts and cash accounts. After performing any transaction, clicking on Refresh Bank and Cash will refresh the bank account and cash account balances. If you want to view the ledger of any bank or cash account, simply click on Ledger, and the Ledger screen will open. This is Ledger. In the second section of the dashboard, there are several buttons for performing different operations on In Accounts module. First, click on Add New Account. This opens a new screen. Our Accounts module have 4 levels of chart of accounts. The first level is called the Parent account. You can see parent categories like current liabilities, non-current assets, and revenue, etc. The second level is called Sub-account. Like the sub-account of current assets parent account could be advance receivable, advance tax, trade debtors, deposits or prepayments, and other receivables, etc. At the third level is called Control account. Like the control account of trade debtors could be cash sale, local customers, and foreign customers, etc. Finally, the fourth level depends on the third level, specifically local customers and foreign customers. When working on local customers at the fourth level, you can further define your local customers and similarly for foreign customers. To create a new chart of account, click the New button. This will open a blank space where you can assign a new number and enter a description for your new chart of account. Next is Payment Receive, which is dimmed because the currently logged in user is not authorized to access it. If an authorized person clicks on it, a new screen will open where they can directly select the person and receive the payment. Next is Opening Balance. When we click on it, this screen opens. When the software is being used for the first time, you will need to enter the closing balances for all your accounts once in this section. Next button is Opening Trail. If you click on this button, you will get Opening Trail Report, where you can generate the opening trial balance. Next is Checkbook Feeding. You can feed all your checkbooks in the system, and whenever you make a bank payment voucher, next check number will automatically appear. Here you can enter the checkbooks into the system. We can print checks from here. Clicking on Check, Printing button opens a new screen. From here you can print voucher of any BPV and print check. If you want to print voucher for the check, click the Print button and the voucher will appear. To print the check, click on Check. If the check has already been printed, a message will notify you. If you still wish to proceed with printing, click OK. For first-time printing, you will need to provide some details. For instance, if you want the check must be printed with Account Payee Only. Make sure Account Payee Only option is clicked, enter the recipient's name, and then click on Check to print. This check is ready to print. Just connect the printer and print it on blank check provided by the bank, like this. Next is Vouchers, which is foundation of the entire accounting system. Vouchers are the source of all accounts reports, for example, ledgers, trial balance, cash book, and accounts receivable and payable, etc. Essentially, all accounting activities revolve around the proper handling of vouchers. Click on Vouchers to open the Vouchers dashboard. Dashboard is empty. It means no voucher have been added today. As you enter vouchers, they will appear here. To find already entered vouchers, use Find button highlighted with green arrow. Next, there are some buttons in Vouchers dashboard. For example, the purpose of P button is to print the selected voucher. When clicked on P, the voucher will be printed. The P2 button is designated for printing 2 vouchers on one page, one for our records and the other for the client. There are 2 statuses for vouchers, hold and release. A voucher in hold status remains unposted, while a voucher in release status is posted. Vouchers with the release status are reflected in the ledger, whereas those in hold status are not reflected in the ledger and do not appear in any reports. To change the voucher status from release to hold, enter the required password and click the H button. To edit any voucher, first change its status from release to hold. Then enter the password and click the E button. For example, this voucher's having status hold to release. We click R. These vouchers are on hold status. Next, R button is used to change the status of voucher form hold to release. Here are the details of the selected voucher showing which account is debited and which is credited. Next is the D button, which is used to delete a voucher. To delete a voucher, ensure that its status is set to hold, then enter. The password. The final button in this row is the SL button, which is used to select any specific voucher. From this section, you can enter different values to search any specific voucher. For example, if you enter amount of 5,000 and click on Find button, all vouchers with 5,000 amount will be displayed. And if you CPV in type field and click on Find button, all vouchers with that type of CPV and amount of 5,000 will be displayed. And to date along with the existing amount and type and click on Find, all vouchers matching the specified type, amount and dates will be displayed. Now search for a voucher by entering the voucher number. Enter the voucher number and click the Find button. If available, the voucher will be displayed. You can search for a voucher using any word from its description. Simply enter the word and click Find. All voucher containing the given word will be displayed. Now we will see how we add vouchers. There are 5 types of vouchers. First is cash payment, vouchers mostly referred as CPV. Second is cash receipt, voucher mostly referred as CRV. Third is bank payment, vouchers, mostly referred as BPV. Fourth is bank receipt voucher, mostly referred as BRV, and in last journal voucher, mostly referred as JV. Now we will proceed with adding a cash payment voucher. To begin, click on Cash Payment Voucher. Upon clicking, a new screen will appear. This is the screen where new vouchers are created. In this screen, the voucher number is automatically assigned voucher type voucher, subtype CPV, subtypes of cash, voucher, voucher date. Sometimes there is a restriction that user can add current date and sometimes not according to client requirement. Financial year populated automatically. System date populated automatically and user ID populated automatically. Enter manual document number if you have. Provide narration of the voucher and click on New button for detail entry. Here you have to give hint to find your desired account. We typed as is as a hint. Now all accounts containing word as is in descriptions will appear. Select any one of them. Here it picks account code, and its description it comes from narration, but you can change it accordingly. After this, enter the amount you want to debit, then press the Post button to submit the voucher. The Post button will save the data. Its title will be converted to New for another debit entry. If you don't feed more debit entries and press the Auto Feed button, the system will automatically feed a credit entry against the debit. After this, if you want to enter more vouchers of the same type, click the button shown with green arrows. To return to the voucher dashboard, use the Exit button. On the dashboard, you'll see the recently created voucher hold status. And if we want to print this voucher, we need to click the P button. This is a voucher print. If you print any voucher on hold status, only for checking will print as watermark, whereas there no watermark for a released voucher. Next is the cash receipt. Voucher where cash is credited, while everything else remains the same as the cash payment voucher. Before creating bank payment voucher, you must select the bank. To select the bank, click here. After clicking, a new screen will appear. From here, you can choose the bank. Select the bank and click on Bank Payment Voucher. A new screen will appear, allowing you to create BPV. This is voucher type sub, type bank ID account, type account number, check number. Voucher number assigned automatically, depending upon the previous bank voucher number. The selected financial year, voucher date, check date. In a bank payment voucher, only the debit amount needs to be entered. Once you click Auto Feed, the system will automatically fill in the credit amount, and the voucher will be created. Come back on Dashboard by clicking Exit button. On the voucher dashboard, the bank payment voucher is available for printing. Press P to print. This is a printed form of bank payment voucher. The procedure for creating the bank receipt voucher is exactly the same as that for the bank payment voucher, a journal. Voucher is different from others' vouchers because in this voucher, you manually enter the debit and credit amounts, ensuring they balance yourself. Now click on Journal Voucher button, then a new screen will open. This is the screen for feeding of journal voucher. On this screen, the red arrow shows the voucher type sub. Type voucher number, voucher date to create a new journal. Voucher detail, click the New button, provide accounts hint and press. Enter button from keyboard and select account form list. Enter the debit amount. Once you enter the debit amount, the post button will turn into New. Upon clicking the New button, a new blank line for next detail will be created. Here you'll enter the account hint again and select an account from the list and input the credit amount. You can add multiple credit and debit amounts as needed by following the same steps. Your journal voucher has been completed. To enter a new JV, click on New or click the Exit button to return to the voucher dashboard. On Dashboard, you can see recently added journal voucher if you want to print it. Click P button, Printed Journal Voucher next. We will see how view and print different ledgers. Click on Ledger button. After click, Ledger dashboard will open. Here you have to provide account hint. After entering hint, opens a list of accounts. Select the required account from list. This is our selected account. Click Ledger button. Ledger will appear. This is the ledger of selected account. The information in ledger is, for example, from date, account description, voucher type, voucher number, voucher date. The check number and check date are in red because the check date has not yet arrived. Voucher narration, debit amount, credit amount, opening balance and closing amount. Now come back on Ledger's dashboard. You can save ledgers on Excel. You can print ledger on different sizes of pages, like 3-inch wide, ledger and 4 inches wide. Ledger, you can make PDF of ledgers. Also, next is trial balance. For this, click on Trial Balance button. A new screen will appear. You can provide from date and to date information. From this point, you can generate 4 different levels of trials. Now click on the trial level 1. On the first level, a short but complete trial opens, displaying only parent accounts. This is the first level trial, showing all main parent accounts along with their opening balances, debits amount and credits amount, and closing balances. Now click on trial level 2. There is parent account and sub-accounts, i.e. the parent account might be 3 with the description current liabilities. The sub-accounts will also be shown along with their descriptions and opening balances in either credit or debit. Now click on Trial Level 3. This is Trial Level 3, showing parent account, its description, sub-account and its description, control account and its description along with opening balances, debits amount and credits amount and closing balances. Now click on Trial Level 4. This is Trial Level 4. It is the most detailed trial balance, showing parent account, its description, sub-account and its description, control account and its description, MEAN account and its description along with opening balances, debits, amount and credits amount, and closing balance. Next, We will discuss creditors. You can create creditors from Chart of Accounts feeding screen, but for more detailed information, you'll need to create them from here. Click on Creditors. Button. A new screen opens. In this screen, all existing creditors are listed. To add a new creditor, click the New button. A new screen will appear where you need to enter the required details such as name, address, contact person, cell number, and phone number, credit days, NTN and STN. Click on Save button, save this new creditor. Click on Exit button to return to the account dashboard. Next, click on Debtors button, a new screen will open. Existing debtors are listed here. To create a new debtor, click on New button and provide information same as creditors and click on Save. Then click Exit to go back to Account Dashboard. Next, when you click on Cash Book button, a new screen will open. On this screen, provide the From, Date and To Date and then click on Report button. The cash book will be displayed. At the top of this screen, you'll see information about the bank and cash. The bottom section shows the total summary of opening balance, receipts, payments, and closing balance. Next is the day book. The difference between the cash book and the day book is that the cash book involves bank and cash transactions, whereas the day book does not involve cash or bank transactions. Click on the day book, enter the From Date and To Date, and then click on Print button to generate the day book. This is a day book. Day book post dated check report, which means that it is the report of those checks which are of any future date, post dated. When you click here, a post-dated check report will appear, displaying the check's date, voucher number, voucher date, check number description, credit amount, and voucher status. Click on Payables button of Open Payable Account screen. This is creditor account code. When you click on the code, the order of codes will change. One time it become ascending, second time it become descending chart of accounts. Creditor, when we click here, the order of creditor will change, debit balance, and credit balance, and for ledger, click on Ledger button. This is a ledger. For report, click on Print. This is printed report. Last is receivables. Click on Receivables. Button, the debtors screen will appear. In this screen, first is account code chart of account debtors, contact person, cell, debit amount, credit amount. For ledger, click on Ledger. To exit account module, click on Exit button. Thank you for watching this demo video. For more information, kindly contact us below mentioned numbers.